Hey baby, how y'all doing? So, after I made my live, um, and Amari, I tried to block you. I couldn't find your name, and the name that I found that was close to yours, I unblocked it. I'm not sure what it was. Um, but um, Amari, other half, had made a valid point. I probably should pull this up so I can get it accurate of what was said. Um, But let me explain my position with what I'm about to say. And this is no disrespect to anybody. Um, but his point was I could have reached out to Amari instead of going live about the situation and said XYZ. Hopefully he's here. Hopefully he's in here. And his words to me was, you can't check anybody because everybody is grown. You don't pay no bills and things of that nature. Let me explain something to you and everybody that's listening that's in this industry. Regardless, and this is the problem with the new generation dealing with the old generation. Regardless if I don't pay your bills or not, there has been a creed in this industry that was passed down to us that we are passing down to you. So when I say, is it all right? And if you notice, it wasn't about checking Amari on my post that I made. Don't mix the two. I know we're very educated. I did not say, let me check Amari on my post. I made a post about pageant discussion. See, don't mix the two. Don't mix the two. That's the problem. Had I said, let me check Amari on my post, then therefore you would have had every right to say you can't check nobody, this, that, and the third. But that's not what I said. I said, let's have a pageant conversation. And I addressed Amari. After I got off this live with everyone, Amari and I had a conversation because I did not know he was in the comments. And I explained to him how it appeared to the audience that was watching. He explained to me, Tamisha, it was a good pageant tonight. And I did not want to leave those contestants that did a great job on that stage. So I dismissed them early before I announced the two. I told him, I understand that. Had you said that in the beginning, we're going to do something different. We're going to let the contestants, no one would have had a problem. And the black community, what we often do is take stuff and run with it. No, it was not about checking Amari per se to his other half that I see he's here. And when I said what I said, as elders in this industry, I can't check your household. Your household is your household. I can't check your association with people. That is what, but in this industry, well, we laid the foundation. Well, we left newcomer status within our first year. I've been doing this 31 years. I was only a newcomer 1 year. I have the ability to check anyone in this industry. And I also have the ability to be checked by elders and other peers of mine in this industry. You don't have the right to tell nobody who can be checked in this industry. This is not your industry. This is our industry. And we have to operate as if it is ours. No, it's not Tamisha's. I'm just the one that don't mind speaking up. When you're right, I'm going to compliment you. When you're wrong, I'm going to check you. And not in the sense of you being... See, I'm not with the ghetto shit. I'm not with the hood shit. I'm hood, but I'm not with that. So if I'm checking you, it's not a read or disrespectful. I'm on a different level than the average. I only stand in my shit because I've walked in my shit. If you just seen last week, I did a pageant and probably that was my first time in like 15 years. I lost. Am I mad? No, I'm not. I'm not mad. I'm not running around here trying to check people about the situation. I understand and I respect the industry as such. If I can do it, and bitch, I've been doing it for years, you little new babies ain't coming here telling me shit. Y'all not checking me. Check me when I'm right, but not when, check me when I'm wrong, but not when I'm right. I stand my ground when I'm right because I know this industry. Yes, Amari has been emceeing, and I think he's doing a great job. But at the same time, we checked Sophia. Joe Jackson has been checked. Those people, Joe ain't even here no more, but he gave 30 years to this industry. We all can be checked. It's how you receive it. No, I was not coming at his throat. I was not being disrespectful. But as a public figure in this community and what Amari did on them, we were watching. So my thing is, don't get comfortable in just doing what you want to do. There are levels to this shit. There are standards that have been set by others, and it will be standards set by you guys. So don't always take somebody saying something as a negative. It's a teachable moment. I don't have to inbox Amari to get my point across. Bitch, I'm just one person. I could have. I don't have that connection with him. So I went to discuss it so he could get my message and reach back out to me. We could have a conversation. I'm not one to beat anybody down. I'm only here to educate. And please do not think anybody going to ever check me or threaten me. Or, that don't work with me. I don't send idle threats, but bitch, I don't back down from not one. I have never, and never will I. But that's not what this is about. This is a teachable moment. So I understand you defending your spouse. I have every ounce of respect for you for that. But hear what I'm saying. Know who the fuck I am. Tamisha is not just going to say something to be disrespectful. That's not who I am. I love this industry. I love my community. And I can't take my wisdom with me. So I try to pass it on. Where other people will look at you and laugh at what you did or read you behind your back, I come to you with it as a teachable moment. I don't have no dog in that fight. I wasn't in Peace State, but I like Amari. So that's why I addressed the situation that I did. It's not just Amari, it's anybody in this industry. So don't wear your feelings on your shoulder because that's not me. That's not me. I'm not like that. I took it to live because it could be a teachable moment for many in this community. Many in this community. No, baby, I'm not like that's not me. I'm not trying to tone wrestle and go back. That's not me. I just want everybody to do better because what you fail to realize is we're under the spotlight regardless if you know it or not. We're gonna always be scrutinized. And everybody that was saying it's how you say it, it is how you say it. It is how you say it. I believe in giving respect because I want to receive respect. But as a fucking elder in this motherfucking community, I've been doing this 30 some years, bitch, and I am the most disrespected entertainer in this industry. Shit that they let other hoes get away with, they don't let me get away with. Prime example last weekend. They was nitpicking me for everything. I didn't have a problem with Finn winning because I have so much respect for Finn. Finn has been fighting for years to establish her name. It's been several babies that have beat me in a competition, and I hold no ill will or no animosity. That's the name of the game. But you're going to respect the fuck who I am and what I know about this industry. I will help anybody. It does not matter. But it was not to, don't act like I'm trying to put Amari on Front Street. It's not that. That displayed over the internet. We saw it live. Him and I had a conversation. And had you had a conversation with him, then therefore you would have known we had a conversation. It was never about disrespecting Amari. It was about respecting our craft. Respecting our craft. So no, don't come at me sideways because I don't operate like that. I don't. You know, I'm not where I used to be, and thank God I'm glad I'm not, and hopefully everybody will grow and become wiser as life progresses. I'm not trying to tear it down, but at the end of the day, if you do it in the public eye and I ain't got no way to get in touch with you, I'm addressing it. I didn't sit here and it could have went a whole different way. I didn't take it there. That's not me. So anybody that knows me and my love for this industry, I don't sit up and read people. That's not how I operate. I try to educate where I can. But to come and say, you don't pay our bills. No, bitch, I don't pay nobody bills but my bills. But at the end of the day, bitch, I have put a lot into this industry. A hell of a lot. A hell of a lot. If you look down the Iman timeline and name, bitch, I've made a lot of national title holders. My kids, my family alone. So I have the credentials to check somebody if need be. Because just like I check you, I can help you. So no, it was not sideways or anything like that. It was a teachable moment. And like I stated, like you're telling me, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Had Amari said, look, It's been a great competition. Just like he told me. He said, Tamisha, I just did not want to lead them kids on that stage. So I was trying. He said, because once you announce the winner and the first run up, they don't pay them kids no attention. That's true. But that's the industry. It's still you got to understand the magnitude of the audience. You may know who won, but you don't know who won until it's called. But to dismiss a contestant before you actually do the final, it makes it seem disrespectful. I know he was not trying to be disrespectful, but it came across that way. You got to understand, as humans, we have to communicate. That's all I'm saying. We have to communicate. And like I told him, had he said that prior to, well, nobody had nothing to say. They were like, oh, okay, something different. That's what I'm saying. It did not come across that way. In our black community, when you do shit like that, it seems disrespectful. Oh, that's being mess. I typed motherfucking mess. I typed mess on there because it was new. We don't know. We can't read your mind. We don't know what you're thinking. We can only go about what we're seeing. So if we see this happening and we're not understanding, then therefore it appears to be mess. But that wasn't in his heart. He told me that. And I'm man enough to come on here and say what he said because I wasn't trying to check him to be messy. I was just wanting him to be aware of what transpired. And I told him, Amari, go back and look at the video and you see how it appeared to us who was watching it. So I'm all for you standing by your man. I'm fine with that. I'll have no problem with that. But don't come at me sideways because that's not me. That's why I tell people I respect newcomers. I understand y'all trying to make y'all name in this industry. And I understand where Amari is coming from. I get it. Atlanta has a motherfucking creed that has to be followed. If you come here and you take this mic, I don't care who you are, you're going to actually have to fall in line with Atlanta's creed. What Amari can do in Florida, I done lived in Florida. I know how it rolls. It's all about fun and game. And like you say, it's about the kiki. In Atlanta, it's not just about the kiki. It's about the professionalism. We've worked hard to establish a name for Atlanta. And no one gets to come in here and just run with it like you want to. You can't do that. You can't do that. So that is why I said something. And yeah, it doesn't have to be a big thing. And I hope everybody that's watching don't make it a big thing. It's a respect thing for this industry. We have to play. We have a part to play in this, and everybody is a part of it. So if you're gonna sit and read Amari silently to yourself or to your friends or whatever the case may be, why not just reach out and talk to him and get a better understanding? Had I not made that post, I wouldn't have got his feedback on why he did that. None of us would have. So now that we know, I get it. I understand where he was coming from. But had it been said, we all would have understood. You just can't take it upon yourself to try something different because we're accustomed to things going a certain way in our eyes. So that was my point. That is why I'm not doing all that typing. I don't want to, because words can get misconstrued when you type them. Like I said, when I said child by, it was not about that. It wasn't how you perceived it and how I said it was totally two different ways. I wasn't trying to check Amari in that sense, but I am checking the new generation because if you don't have respect for me, you can't be mad when the next generation don't have respect for you. There's a blueprint and there's levels to this shit. And you have to put yourself in a position, either you can't jump the line. I don't care how good you are. No one can jump the line to become the shit. No one can. It's a protocol to it. And I'm just the vocal elder. I'm just the vocal elder because I care. Everybody else don't care about it. It's every man for himself. I ain't got nothing to lose, bitch. I was always great. I'm going to continue to be great. My family is going to be great. And I'm going to continue to inspire people to also be great. So I don't have to be fearful of another person coming up. No, bitch, I want you to come up. I want you to surpass me because that's what I did to my elders. So I'm leaving it at that. You can take it how you want to. Like I said, didn't mean no disrespect, but at the same time, bitch, I'm not apologizing for a motherfucking thing. I done put too many motherfucking years in this industry to have the right to stand here and to say, if I'm going to check a bitch, I have the credentials to check you. Not being disrespectful, but I have the credentials to check any bitch or most bitches in this. Good night.